Baseball fans, the game is over. Welcome to the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Back-to-back Brandons. It is a final in Cincinnati, and the results are good. A Brewers 2-zip victory to take Game 2 of this 3-game series. Welcome in, everybody. It is the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. There's Tommy Wortz. My name is Tim Allen.
Hi.
And yeah, you could have went all Josh Albrecht.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Most magical show on earth, right here.
Hi.
That was a Disney reference while also introducing us.
Yes, indeed. And it was a nice win for the Brewers here, 2-zip. Brandon Sproat does his Woody impersonation.
Yeah.
And goes 6 scoreless on 1 hit and 10 punchies.
So per Elias, Brandon Woodruff and Brandon Sproat became the second pair of Brewer starters to have 6 or more scoreless innings with 1 or fewer hits and 10 or more strikeouts. The other instance was Corbin Burns and Brandon Woodruff in 2020. Per my research, which is just looking at that tweet from Kurt Hogue, they're the first set of Brandons to ever do it back-to-back.
Ever in baseball
in the history of baseball.
You can even go back and look at the New York Highlanders.
Yeah, I'm talking St. Louis Browns. They are the first Brandons to ever do it.
I want to get your reaction here. We're going to hook up with our network here. We're going to have to take a break here in just a couple of minutes. I don't want to cut you short if we go to a phone call now. But this a big win, a series victory, and I think the most important thing here is remember, it was a while back, that 3-game losing streak, final game against Cleveland, the first 2 in Atlanta. Remember that? Gone. Completely gone. In 72 hours, you made up for it with back-to-back-to-back wins.
Would you rather have won 2 more in Atlanta and lost 2 against Cincinnati?
Should have won at least 1 more in Atlanta.
Correct.
I mean, with some better decision-making, you would have won another one in Atlanta. Funny how this works out. Last night, tight ball game, Ashby, Uribe, McGill. Tonight, tight ball game, Ashby, Uribe, McGill. Just saying.
Is McGill the closer? Did McGill regain the closer job in 48 hours?
He probably did, based on a lot of our callers, starting with you guys on Saturday night. I think so, maybe. Your reaction at 414-677-1250. That is the Nicolay Law fan talk and text line. You scored just enough. More on the offense. Some metrics may surprise you a little bit. Maybe not. In the last 8 games. Think about the last 8 games. That goes back to the final game against Cleveland. You scored 2 runs there. Then you scored 2 runs. Then you scored 3 runs. Then you scored 9 runs. Then you scored 2 runs and 2 runs. In the Cleveland series, games 1 and 2, 2 runs and 9 runs. So 8 games, 2 of those 9-run affairs. Okay, we'll take that. 18 runs in those 2 games. The rest of those games, of the 6, 5 of them have been 2-run outputs. The other one, 3.
Tim, are the Brewers playing well?
That's the thing. The mark of a great team is when you're not playing well, but yet you're winning.
Sure.
Maybe that's the case for these guys. Right, we'll talk more after the break. Get your reaction here. Sproat, Drone, Crow, Henderson. Who's the Gasser? Who's the one? Who's the one for you guys of those guys? All right, we'll talk after the break here. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim and Tommy in a Brewers 2-zip win.
Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Bet above the rest. Only at the Potawatomi Sportsbook, Milwaukee. After the last pitch, you've made the switch for 21 seasons. We'll hear from the manager, the players, and the highlights from the game. It's time to talk about the game and the team with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
All right, let's get to it. It is a final in Cincinnati. It was back-to-back Brandons in the first two games of this series. The Brewers tonight, 2-zip victory. Welcome in, Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz. We're here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. We'll get to your calls. We see you there. 2-zip final. Brandon Sproat. I mean, mirror image of what Woody did last night. 6 scoreless, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts. Take that. Would you take that? Brandon Sproat's my guy. Just saying.
Yeah.
I've been sort of defending him, Tommy. You know that.
I do.
But is he the guy that you feel more confident with over Gasser, over Drowan? Let's see. Coleman Crow or Logan Henderson?
Chad Patrick,
you might throw in there. Tyson Harden had another nice performance the other day for Nashville. Might want to throw him in there too.
Okay, jeez.
I'm just saying, young pitchers. This is Brandon Sproat maturing here in his last 4 starts. Yeah, he had the one bad inning in these 4 starts. That was because of his hamstring cramp. Because he started that game 9 up, 9 down. This is what you get. What do you guys think of the young stable here? How would you rank them? And also how you felt about the Brewers offense. Again, scuffling just a little bit. They kind of are. Just saying. I wish they weren't. Wish I didn't have to say it, Tommy.
They were scuffling. And the offense continues to be, I had said, do we want to go with, hey, the pitching staff has been ridiculous lately? Yeah. Or did we want to go with, man, the Brewers offense has just been ridiculous lately? I mean, you could literally say the same thing and mean 2 different things when talking about this team. Yeah. Starters right now are just on a completely different level. Their ERA coming into today, I believe, was 2.23 over the last 11 games in which they had 7 quality starts. They've got 8 quality starts over the last 12 games from their starting pitching now.
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
11 10 or more strikeout games. That leads Major League Baseball.
Thank you, Miz.
The next closest one is 6.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Miz.
And Miz has that alone.
Right, yeah, he's ridiculous. But the rest of the staff also forming out right now at the halfway point in the season, for sure. And Brandon Sproat today, we love to see this. This is why he keeps getting opportunity too. Right. You see when he is at his best, when he does have his stuff working the way it's supposed to or the way it should, man, he could be really good. And meanwhile, I mean, Freddie Peralta over there in New York. Ooh, did you see his last outing?
Yeah, he's been struggling.
Yeah, he gave up 10 earned his last go around.
That was like that spring training game last year between Burns and Peralta. They each gave up 10 runs in that outing.
He's got a 4.83 ERA right now. He is 5-6. He's a 0.2 WAR at the moment.
Oof.
Yikes.
You want him back? I don't think I would do that deal now.
No,
a month ago, I said yes. Let's just reverse.
I think it might have been a week ago. I think it was like one start later. We're like, okay, never mind. We're done.
No, we're good with that.
It wasn't an overreaction. It was just a reaction. Tim.
That's right. All right, let's get to you guys. Nicolay Law, fan talking text line at 414-677-1250. KJ, let's start out with you. You're going to be our leadoff hitter. 2-zip. Brewers take the game and the series. They go after the sweep tomorrow.
Good evening, guys. Thanks for taking my call, Tim and Tommy. Good win. Their starting pitching, Tim, has been amazing. For the last, I don't know how many games, 8, 9 games maybe.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
And, their bullpen has been serviceable. But my thing is they've got to stop playing with their food. And what I mean by that is, they're leaving all these guys in scoring position on base. And sooner or later, the dam's going to break. I mean, you can't trot Aaron Ashby out there every game. And it seems like that's what they've been doing here lately. I think he's pitched maybe 9 out of the last 10 or 11 ball games in those games.
Both he and Abner, I want to say 4 or 5 games. Yeah,
at least. I mean, and so they're racking up a lot of innings, and by the time you get down the stretch, like a guy like Ashby, he's going to have. I mean, his arm's going to be falling off. So I mean, you got to score some runs for these guys, especially when you get such quality starts from your starters, and you got to get them some runs, man, and not rely on that bullpen almost every game.
All right, so who do you like out of the stable of young arms, the Drowens, the Gassers, the Hendersons, the Sproats, those guys, maybe a Coleman Crow you throw in there? Of those guys, who's at the top of that list?
I think Sproat has the most upside. But Gasser's good too. I mean, I like those two guys, probably out of that list that you just mentioned, Tim. So, I think Sproat, he's got real good stuff. He's got top of the pitching tree stuff. He could be a good 2 if he continues to develop. And we'll see what happens with him. Hopefully, he can stay healthy, and they keep their bullpen intact. It was funny. Last night I watched Joey Ortiz when he got that sacrifice fly come back to the dugout. It was like he was the winning jockey in the Kentucky Derby because he got a sac fly. I mean, he was so overjoyed.
I heard the Joey chants tonight. Hey, just saying, we're going to check in with a couple of callers that were at the game tonight in Cincinnati. Oh, I heard you guys. It's Joey. What did he do tonight? Had a nice play defensively. Offensively, not so much. But, I mean, yeah, what you got to take? You applaud him for last night. All right, KJ, thank you. We appreciate it.
Hello.
All right. Those 5 guys, those young arms, who's at the top of the list? You notice his first 2 are Sproat and Gasser, not Henderson, even in the top 2 of those 5.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be my top 2. I'll
Crow,
just say that.
Gasser, Sproat, Drowan, Henderson. I mean,
I gotta put Henderson in the top 2 of that. I'm sorry, even if maybe it is Sproat above Henderson, but I mean, Henderson's just done it at the major league level every time he's been asked to do it at this point.
Pretty much every time.
Every time. He's the most consistent by far of any of these guys that we just named off.
The one thing I do have to say is whatever contract Chris Hook is on, extend it. Just extend it. Didn't he sign a 3? Just sign a 2 or 3?
I thought that. I thought I said that the other night. Like, didn't he just get an extension? Did I make that up? Did he get a raise this offseason?
We'll have to check.
Yeah,
but I think he did. I think so. All right, we'll go to Doug. You were at the game tonight, Doug. Welcome to the show.
Absolutely, boys. How are we doing tonight?
Yeah, very good, right, Doug. Good. Very good.
How about this pitching? I know that we're talking about the starters a lot. Pardon the motorcycles behind me. But how about the pitching in general? 19 innings pitched this series, 2 and 4 hits. That's what we're looking at.
4 hits, no runs, or 1 run,
right.
And that was the automatic runner. Yeah,
it's an asterisk run.
Yeah.
So pitching's amazing. Hitting, I mean, a lot of hard contact still. So it's not like I'm willing to be like, oh, we're slumping or anything. Still getting some good ABs, making some good contact. It's just finding people. A lot of shots hit the mound tonight. Ended up getting snagged, and it's all right. We'll be fine. We did enough.
Doug, let me ask you this. Tommy, you brought this up. I don't think we brought it up on the air, did we? I don't know. Last night was a blur. We had someone that texted in a question.
Oh, yeah.
About the perfect game.
Yeah,
why don't you lay that out?
It was Andy, I believe, on the Nikolai Law talking text line saying, is it still considered a perfect game now with the ghost runner if you were to fielder's choice over the run with 2 outs,
Right.
and you could lose now a perfect game?
Yeah, it'd have to be, right? Because that run doesn't count.
I don't know. There's a run on the board.
But a run's
what I mean?
on the board. You
Right.
can't. How do you
Yeah,
have a
I
perfect
know,
game?
but statistically, I get it completely. But statistically speaking, I mean, you don't have any runs charged to you.
If I lose
I
a
know.
perfect game, I'm going on strike for Major League
Yeah.
Baseball.
You
I mean,
know,
they should
let's take
CBA to get
petition
perfect
the league.
to get rid of the ghost runner now. They're lucky they haven't run into that problem.
Yes, and what's sickening is it probably is going to happen at some point, and people are going to lose their minds and scramble
Wouldn't
and figure
that
out
be
what to do.
something? Wouldn't that
Absolutely.
be something? So how did you
Man, we are
enjoy the game
timely-
tonight? A little bit bigger crowd
amazing.
tonight.
Yeah, they had a promotion going on. It was Bark at the Park. They had a 3-2-1 promotion with like $2 hot dogs, $3 beers.
Oh,
A lot
nice.
better environment for Milwaukee to show up and show out, though.
So hold on.
It was
They had
awesome.
they had $3 beers throughout the game or until the seventh
Yeah.
inning?
Yeah, until they sold out or until they stopped it. Yep.
They would never do that in Wisconsin.
No.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Well, they got to do something to drink their tears away here in Cincinnati. So,
Okay. All right. Well, I hope you and Jackson enjoyed this one. You going to stay for tomorrow's game too?
Absolutely. I do have something I wanted to bring up. I know you
Yeah.
guys have a lot of calls. I might bring it up to you tomorrow, middle end of the show. Something unique happened on Friday night in Atlanta. I want to get your take on, if possible.
Okay. We look forward to that, Doug. Yeah, we'll put
Awesome.
that in our hip pocket. All right. We'll take it easy. Tell Jackson we said hello.
All right, you got it.
Thank you, sir.
414-677-1250 on the Nicolay Law Talk and Text line.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a weird scenario if that perfect game thing ever happens.
That would be weird.
I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I mean, you would need the perfect storm, right? Especially in today's baseball, going 10 innings from one guy. But
Right.
I'm just saying I would be outraged if that happens for a guy. That'd be awful.
Miz through the Maddox.
Oof,
I mean,
God.
they would have sent him out there for the 10th, I believe.
Do not put this out in the universe that Miz is going to be the guy to lose the perfect game.
On an automatic runner.
Yeah, that would be so garbage.
Which I love the extra inning rule. I do. I've loved it from the start.
I think you could get away without it.
Just you miss those 17 inning games?
Yeah, it's free baseball. What do you mean? That don't bother me.
All right, where are we going?
Let's come back to the Wisconsin here. Harley's at the VA. What's going on, Harley?
Hey, Timmy. Hey, Tommy.
What's up?
As far as the order of pitching goes, Miz, Henderson, and the way Stroh's pitching right now, I think he's got a good combination with Sanchez.
He does have his personal catcher now, too, we've noticed.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and I think since that duel has gotten together, Sproat has a lot more confidence on the mound. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
Except
I
for
think he's
last
throwing
go
a lot.
around,
Yeah, well,
where he
Nah,
left with
that-
the cramp. That wasn't a cramp, almost in
Well,
Murph's mind.
well, according to some calls last night, Woody's going to fall over dead.
Yeah, true.
But anyway, getting back to the offense, looking forward, Timmy, Tommy, do you see Perkins, Ortiz, Hamilton on this squad after the All-Star break?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of Lockridge just had a setback. So that's going to be end of July now. It sounds
Yeah,
like
that's
so.
tough. And Henderson's still battling a little bit. They're still concerned about after his throwing sessions that he still has got some discomfort there in that back.
Well,
But he's going to start Sunday on a rehab.
Joey Ortiz, and yeah, that's what I got from the Brewers updates today. I do think that Perkins is the only legitimate candidate to not be on this team for the rest of the year.
And it would have been easier had Akil Baddoo not gotten hurt. He was scorching down in Nashville.
Yeah, that guy would have
Yeah, I
been.
heard
He would have been
something
fun
about
to
that.
see. It would have been fun to see.
Yeah.
Speaking of scorching, I think Lara's still ripping it apart. One more thing. What's wrong with Jared Koenig? Why is he not on the squad? What's
I
going
think
on?
they call him up tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Tomorrow's the perfect day. Dude, you're not going to Uribe, you're not going to Ashby, and you're not going to McGill tomorrow. They're all off the table.
You don't think he
no,
needs his 12th rehab assignment outing, or
Exactly. Your offense is going to have to win that game tomorrow. I'll tell you that right now. If this is a nail biter, it won't surprise me in game 3 tomorrow. if they lose late. The offense has to take this.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Well, it's good to be seeing Canning coming back. Just one more thing. I'd like to see him bring up Lara after the All-Star break. Again, I'm going to bring it up. This Joey Ortiz deal is just – they're not going to make the World – if they do make the World Series, this kid, with him and Perkins, you're losing 6 at-bats per game. Add it up.
It's been tough. Yes, it's been tough.
Per game, you think that's going to carry him into the World Series?
And Tim, do you think the Brewers can beat teams if they only get to bat for 7 innings when the other team gets to bat for 9 innings?
Well, I'll just point back to that game in June in Cincinnati where Joey Ortiz had the game-winning sack fly.
Yeah, right, and a mean play on defense.
All right, Harley.
Okay, Timmy. Okay, Tommy. Take care.
Thanks, Harley.
Hey, Potawatomi Sportsbook, they should have an over and under when Gary Sanchez catches before he challenges a pitch. How many pitches before there's a challenge? What did he do tonight? Was it 3, 4 pitches in? I think he had his first challenge.
Says it right over here.
Maybe second batter.
Yeah, and he had 2 correct ABS challenges today on top of it. So, I mean, obviously, either Murph told Gary at the beginning of the year, you have free reign, or Gary just does not care.
Just rogue.
He's able to do whatever he wants to. Is he the most, he's not more tenured than Yelich, right? I mean, no way. So, but maybe after Yelich, it's probably Sanchez.
Maybe.
But Yelich barely challenges compared to him.
I have noticed Sanchez has taken a lot more. He's being a little more patient at the plate. So maybe there's been some discussion there. I think the Brewers overall were pretty patient tonight. Offensively, they just couldn't get the hit when they wanted to string things together.
How many career home runs does Gary Sanchez have? He came up in 2015, really 2016. He only played 2 games in 2015.
So he's about as old as Yelich then.
Yelich, I believe, is right around that time. Christian Yelich was
14, 15?
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a little bit younger. I don't know, 80, 90?
Gary Sanchez?
I don't know.
196, dude. Put some respect on his name, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, he bounced around so much.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got multiple 30-homer seasons with the Yanks.
Yeah, and he was on a roll before getting hurt in Baltimore as well, before coming back here.
Yeah, in 2025.
Yep. Nicolay Law Talking text line 414-677-1250.
Let me get a couple of texts in here to mix it up a little bit. We need to let our batters challenge some of these bad calls. That comes from the 262. I love that we are winning from the 773, but the offense needs to be better. They won't beat good teams in the playoffs with this type of production. Get a bat. That comes from Mark over in Eagle. 9 straight series wins against the Reds. I believe that's 9 straight at Great American Ballpark. Yes. Yeah. And nice start from Sproat. Bullpen was good as well. Offense did just enough. Nice win from Jeff in Woodville.
31 runs in their last 8 games.
Oof.
31. So a little less than 4 a game. However, in 2 of those 8, 18 runs. A 9-run, a 9-run. So you have 6 remaining of the 8. Of those 6, 5 of them scoring only 2 runs. 5 of your last 8 games, you've scored 2 total runs each game. And then the outlier there was a 3-run output. Yeah, the offense needs to get going. Maybe they're just laying in the weeds like a poisonous snake, all coiled up and hissing and ready for the Chicago Cubs on Friday.
The Milwaukee Serpentines. Set of woodpeckers this year.
That's right. They'll get ready to go. But still a game left in this one. We get to grab the ex-wife's broom tomorrow, hopefully. I got to get a hold of her. So we'll continue to get your reaction. We're going to hear from Pat Murphy on the way. Brandon Sproat does his Woody impersonation. Back-to-back Brandons go 6 scoreless on 1 hit and 10 strikeouts. The second one tonight, Sproat, part of a 2-zip victory. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. After a 2-zip victory tonight, it's 5 consecutive quality starts for the Brewers staff.
Woo!
Welcome back. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim Allen, Tommy Wortz, and you guys on the Nicolay Law talk and text line, 414-677-1250. Offense, yeah. But I will say this on what great teams do, and I'm not necessarily calling the Brewers great at this point, but what great teams do is win when they're not playing well, or win when they're not clicking, or win when something is a little off. They are winning. The biggest thing about this victory tonight, not only Sproat, but I think it's grabbing the bounce back ability for this team. It's just remarkable over the 2.5 years under Murph. It's incredible. Just when you think, look out. I mean, his first year, they have? No 4-game losing streaks, right? Back in 24.
Right.
And they had a few last year. And just when you think, ooh, yeah, injuries are going to bite them and call the top dog. But they bounce right back. They lost 3 in a row, the final game in Cleveland, 2 straight in Atlanta. And you're thinking, ooh, Gasser on the mound. Look out. They bounce right back Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and immediately get those 3 wins right back. And now 19 games over 500 at 48-29.
And officially the lowest ERA in Major League Baseball as a pitching staff.
Overall staff or the starters?
Overall staff.
Overall staff.
3.35.
It's crazy. That's crazy. The pieces are there. The ingredients are there. And now they're just working their journey through this season, and we're loving it. I'm loving it. This is cool.
3.27 as a starting rotation is second, only to the Dodgers at 3.26.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and look at the money difference on spending for starting rotation and starting pitching for the Dodgers versus the Brewers, right?
They're going after a high water mark of 20 games over 500. Take a little bit of a break on Thursday with an off day. And then you start that run into the All-Star break. 17 games, 18 games in 17 days? I think that's what it is.
18 games in 17 days, yes.
18 and 17. Last year they had 19 and 18.
Yeah, was that in August or was that September? Because it was right around that Cubs series again, too, right? Where Perkins left and Collins had the baby. It was all at that same time. But I can't remember if that was in August or September. Maybe it went into both.
July to August, maybe.
Yeah, beginning of August. Right. That's what I had thought. It was the beginning of August. Yeah. Let's keep going on the Nicolay Law talking text line 414-677-1250 if you want to be a part of the show. Big Ron is over in New Jersey. What's going on, Big Ron?
T squared, Timmy and Tommy. How's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
Well, greetings from the only caller that's ever fallen asleep on hold for this show.
I'm gonna guess no shot. That's true. I'm gonna guess no shot.
100% true. I thought it was a joke at first,
and they kept me playing on snoring for the whole show, pretty much.
Yep, just snoring away.
I feel like we've tried to go to Kenny, and I don't know if falling asleep and passing out is the same thing, but I'm pretty confident that's happened.
Yes.
Oh, it was definitely passing out in my case. I mean, I'll tell you that you had that caller call in saying there's $3 beers in Cincinnati tonight. If I was at that game, I probably would be snoring right now on hold. So
that's crazy. $3. Maybe they'll do it at AmFam for occasionally on happy hour or something. There'll be like an hour window or hour and a half where it's, I don't know, they've done this in the past for college students, I guess, happy hour.
When's the last time beers were $3 at a Brewer game?
Yeah. Wow.
That's a good question.
Well, and they might have been half price beers, not $3.
Well, and then never at County Stadium, even they weren't $3. I mean,
for sure. And County Stadium. The funny thing about County Stadium is they would serve them in these cardboard cups, and the cavernous sound of the concourses at Old County Stadium. people would put him on the ground and pop him. So every post-game show, on the Brewers radio network, you would hear the beer cups just popping away in the background.
So you guys got a caller. I think his name might be Lee. I could be wrong, but he's like setting up the schedule.
Yeah. Lee in Maryland.
So that's Lee in Maryland, yes. And so we're setting up the schedule for the Cubs series this weekend. We got Miz. We're going to throw Miz and then Harrison, and then it's a TBA on Sunday. I hope we throw Woody at him, man.
I wonder if that's Woody there. I think they have some flex with their starters here. I mean, there is Drowan and there's Gasser, and so you've got some flexibility. I think it's up to I would think it's up to Woody if he wants to go on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sure it is up to him, and it probably, the dynamics of the series. I'm sure it'll go really well with Miz and Harrison in the first two games. There's nothing I would love better, Tim, than to go 6-0 against the Cubs so far this season. Oh my goodness!
My goodness! They're what coming into today? They were 7 back. If you kind of hold firm now, the Cubs do have a doubleheader tomorrow, so they can gain a little ground there. And then they'll play again on Thursday, I believe. The Cubs are going to play Thursday. Tommy, is that right?
Yeah, they have a doubleheader on Wednesday, and they're playing on Thursday as well for the getaway. They are currently up 9-3 on the Mets right now in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, and that's why I think Murphy went all in tonight with Ashby, Uribe, and McGill, because now he's not going to go to him tomorrow. And then the off day on Thursday, They should be all fresh. That bullpen should be in really good shape heading into the Cubs series.
Yeah, and the Cubs have had a really weak schedule lately. But what's going on with Murph's health? Is he having surgery or something? Did I hear?
Yeah, that too. On Thursday, a back procedure. And then during the All-Star break, it's going to be, is it a total hip replacement, Tommy?
Hip replacement, I think.
I think so.
That's going to be during the All-Star, I think.
Break.
It's one or the other. I'm pretty sure the hip replacement's during All-Star and the back surgery is on Thursday. And if it's not that, it's vice versa. But yeah.
And Timmy, coming from someone who's, says managers can slump, but they can also rally. And, we need him, man. I can't see him. I don't want him to be out for a long period of time with this hip replacement stuff. That's a major surgery.
It's a puzzling situation that, I didn't dig too deep into it, Tommy. I don't know if you did, but the whole Ricky Weeks, how he just disappeared as associate manager. And so that then subsequent to him disappearing, there's no bench coach awarded or selected to the team. Maybe Murph doesn't want it. Doesn't that seem weird that he doesn't have a bench coach? I don't know how many managers have a bench coach, but I'm going to guess most of them.
I think he has Jason Lane as the bench coach. He just is they tried to sweeten the pot a little bit to maybe take a hometown discount of like, no, Murph, it's your team, dude. Like, we're not going to that Ricky Weeks deal we had talked about where it felt like a grooming to get him to be the next manager. Right. And then once they sent him back upstairs, I don't know if he'll ever be a manager for the Brewers. Now, after that, like they were trying to keep Murph.
Maybe as long as Murph's doing this, I don't.
Right. Yeah. Not that he's in any jeopardy of losing his job by any means, but still, yeah, that was just, hey, you are going to get full control of whatever's going on this team because you've earned it over the last 2 years.
Wouldn't you want one if you're Murph? I know if I were a manager, I'd definitely want a bench coach.
What do you mean? He's got Chris Hook and Henderson that turn every pitcher into gold. So what does it matter if you have a bench coach at that point?
Yeah. Yeah. Like tonight's game.
What should I do? Should I throw this guy who's got 99 and has a sub-2 ERA or should I go to this guy who throws 97 with a 2.3? Like what?
Tonight was easy.
Yeah.
This is the way you draw it up.
Right.
Your starter goes 6, you cut loose Ashby, Uribe, and McGill.
He's got 4 dudes who could pitch 100 today. Yeah. That threw. Between Sproat, Ashby, Uribe, and McGill, all of them can touch 100.
That sequence, Ashby to De La Cruz, that was a thing of beauty. That was that whole sequence was masterful. 3-2 curveball. He sucked him in 2 pitches before that with the curveball, then fed him a low sink, and then went back at him with the curveball, and just it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Big
Yeah.
Ron, you got anything else, boss man?
Yeah, what's going on with Lockers? I heard he's having surgery.
Okay, so I'm not a doctor, but I did see this, and I don't know if I quite read it correctly, but here's what it is. Right here.
Surgery?
Yeah, here. Developed increased discomfort when ramping up end stage of baseball activities. New imaging revealed a chondral flap, CHONDRAL, that had developed along the superior pole of the right patella. Plan is to
That's what I thought.
arthroscopically remove that on Thursday.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
This was more of a cut, right?
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laceration was the word they were using,
Yeah.
right?
All right, guys. F the Cubs. I'm out, man.
All right.
Jeez.
There he is.
Yeah, you can't look past tomorrow. They got. I won't say it's playing with house money tomorrow. You did win the series, but if you're going to pick a day in which the offense just barrels up, this would be the one. This would be the one tomorrow. Not have to worry about what's going to happen mid to late game.
Yeah.
With that bullpen.
Let's keep it going. Mr. Ferguson, you're next up. What's going on, Mr. Ferguson?
Good evening, gentlemen. Another fun game tonight, and I mean that sincerely. I'm a old pitcher, so pitchers duels are fun for me. But
Yeah.
most of the world seems to love offense. Speaking of which, Timmy, you said you were reluctant to call them a great team. I think if you asked anybody that's a baseball fan that's honest, if the Brewers are a great team that aren't Brewer fans, they would tell you they are. I mean,
would they say that? Yeah, I wonder.
No, they would. I mean, I watch a lot of national stuff about the Brewers, but I also like to peruse post-game shows of teams. And the most recent one was the Philly team from NBC, I think it is, their sports channel.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the Miz game. It was the game after the Miz game. They were talking about the Brewers in a way that I don't ever think I've ever heard anybody talk about them before. It's kind of weird. It's the same kind of reverent tone that you get when you're talking about the Yankees and the Red Sox, etc.
Mm-hmm.
All the legacy blue bloods. The world doesn't see the Brewers as a plucky, up and comer, underdog anymore. They look at the Brewers outside looking in at the Brewers as a powerhouse, a juggernaut, and I think that's what really pisses off Cub fans, is because that's supposed to be the Cubs.
That's
they're the
right.
big city team. They're the big market team. They're the team with all the history and legacy, and it just irks them to death that we're the powerhouse, and the whole baseball world's already acknowledging it.
Well, if you look at USA Today's latest power rankings, they've got the Brewers at 2.
Well, and they're legitimately that good. You weren't wrong when you said that, games like this tonight, great teams win, good teams, even good teams will lose on occasion. Bad teams lose all the time. The Reds are a good team. I want everybody to understand this. We've beaten a good team. They're not great. They're not I don't think they're a World Series contender as they're constructed, but they're a good team. They get talent up and down the lineup. Their starting pitching looked pretty good in both outings. I think the conditions had a little bit to do with it too. But you just beat a good team in their park twice with masterful pitching performances and almost no offense. That's a great team at work.
Okay, I got you. The Reds now 11.5 back in the Central. But I agree with you, and I do get a lot of flack on this, that I do think the Reds are a decent team. And, last year, a playoff team. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. And they proved a lot of people wrong that said, the Reds, they're nothing. No, they were a playoff team last year. That says something. But a game like this, Fergie, Tommy, it did not feel to me. Now, this might be another mark of a good team psychologically. It just didn't feel like they were going to lose this game.
Yeah. I completely get that feeling. I did not feel that way of nervous today when I'm watching them. I wanted to have Mr. Ferguson on while I looked this up. I had brought up how much are the Brewers versus the Dodgers spending on starting pitching this year. So Tyler Glasnow is $32.5 million. Shohei Ohtani, $28 million. Blake Snell, $28 million. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is $20 million. And thank you for your service in Milwaukee. Eric Lauer, 4.4, is the fifth highest paid starting pitcher. So we know who the highest paid Brewers pitcher is, right? Obviously. Woodruff, because the qualifying offer. Who in the starting rotation is making the next most money?
Oh boy, that's a good one.
I would assume they're all on right around the minimum deals.
Sure, but by technicality, who would it be?
Service time matters in that minimum.
Well, Harrison
escalates. Yeah, I'm going to go with Harrison too.
Robert Gasser is making $820,000. That is the second highest paid starting pitcher on the Milwaukee Brewers.
And players don't think a salary cap would help the guys on the lower end. Give me a break.
No doubt. That's crazy money.
I hope the fans, especially the younger ones, are really appreciating what we're seeing. This is a true team, and I was 82. I was just learning about the game, and then I had to suffer through all of that misery in between.
Yeah,
this is something that is special, and it doesn't usually happen in a small market organization like this. Not this protracted. You'll have flashes, but this, I want everybody to make sure that they're really absorbing all of this and taking it in, because it's something else. I'm really kind of at a loss.
Just the broad scope of this the last 2.5 years here, and even longer than that.
Longer than that. You can go back almost 10 years now.
Even with council. Yeah. Just a winning organization. Now it's time for the next level. We get that incrementally. They are starting to rise. But Mr. Ferguson, great conversation.
Yep. In order for them to be a championship contender, in my mind, they need to go out and get another ace. Go get Skubal if you can.
Just lay the hammer down.
And then this becomes almost academic.
Okay, nice. All right, my friend, take it easy. All right, we'll take a break here. Still a long way to go here. If you want to jump in, Nicolay Law Talk text line 414-677-1250. Of those young pitchers, though, think about this, and you can drop us a text on that number as well. Who do you like most out of them? Drowan's not a slouch. He's going tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
He's no slouch. Coleman Crow, I've been a big fan of since they acquired him. Robert Gasser has proven himself prior to the Tommy John and starting to now. What about, let's say a Logan Henderson, who hasn't failed really in the big leagues at all. And you have Brandon Sproat here. I mean, there's a lot to choose from, but who might be at the top of that list? All right, we'll talk more after the break. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. There's Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, 2-zip. Brewers take game 2 in the series tonight in Cincinnati. All right, welcome back. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Tim and Tommy, 2-zip, a Brewers victory. They are one game from their high water mark. You win this game tomorrow, you sweep. Okay, you can just line these things up. You sweep the Reds. You come away with a winning road trip after losing the first two of the 6-game road trip. You dial things in with an off day, awaiting the Cubs series at American Family Field, and can really put your heel on the neck of that team. Now, that team is starting to feel it just a little bit, I will say. They're starting to play a little bit better baseball. That's a way bigger series than it is for the Brewers.
For the Cubs? Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah, way bigger.
Well, first of all, Tim, if the Cubs are to – they're going to play, 2 tomorrow and 1 on Thursday? So they still got
games.
3 more games. Let's say they go 1-2. The Brewers have a chance to sweep them to go under 500. They're 40-37 right now. I think they're actually going to be 41 after this game. Let me double check that, because once they beat them, they are 41. So they're going to have to lose their next 3 in order for that to happen, I think. Never mind, it's not going to happen. But there's a chance that the Brewers could get a 10-game lead on them after that series.
There is a chance. And now, on the other hand, if the Cubs win these 3, the Brewers lose tomorrow and then are off on Thursday. So the Cubs could gain 2.5 games by the time that series starts. That's, hey, I mean, that's huge for them. But still a game left here in Cincinnati, and you can put a spike into that just with a victory tomorrow. But you would sweep, and to line up more things, you would go to 20 games over 500. You would be one series. Now, remember, on Sunday night show, we're going to talk about doubling up numbers, because after Sunday's game is the mathematical halfway mark of this season. Can you believe that? Oh, we just got going here.
We just got back from Arizona.
Exactly. Sparky just was yelling at us, just coming back from Arizona with all the receipts and everything.
I think Uncle James was sneaking a couple receipts in there.
Yes. And here we are, the mathematical halfway mark, Sunday at about 4 o'clock. Speaking of Sunday, we'll be at Summerfest.
No.
No?
Oh, no.
Yes.
I'm telling you no. I'm telling you no.
No, not the 28th?
No, I'm telling you no. Yes, I promise you not.
Oh, then I got wrong information then. All right, we'll take a break, come back. Pat Murphy on the other side. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Pat Murphy on the way. We're also going to hear from Brandon Sproat after this performance tonight. 6 shutout, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts.
Punchies.
Punch. A 2-zip win. The offense doing just enough to get the wins, get the numbers into the win column. Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Yes, Tommy was right. There's been a change. No Summerfest broadcast for us on Sunday.
I believe July 2nd is our
Second.
next day.
Yep.
there.
Next
Yes.
Thursday, a week from this Thursday, we'll be at Summerfest.
I believe
So-
I am there on Friday with leadoff coverage, though.
Okay.
I'll double check that, but I'm pretty confident I'll be there on Friday.
All right, real quick, we'll get back to your phone calls. I know Steve has been on hold probably the longest. He's down there in Cincinnati. Steve, welcome to the show. Nicolay Law Talk and Text Line.
Hey, Tim, another great showing by the Brewer fans tonight. Made me very proud to be from Wisconsin, and it's starting to be like Packer fans on the road, and it's a definite phenomenon.
Well, can I ask? I did hear the Joey chants, so that was cool. But I also need to ask, what were the chants, the USA chants, all about? I mean, I loved it, but I mean, was there a reason that the crowd was doing that?
It was the shirtless guys in the corner of the outfield.
Oh, yeah. Tarps off.
okay.
Tarps off was
off.
there.
Yeah.
Made it to Cincy.
Yeah. You know what the loudest cheer the whole night was, though? When the Brewers struck out for the 11th time, they get free pizza, and that was the loudest cheer the whole night.
Free pizza coupons, or you show your stub or whatever?
Yeah. So I promised you I'd give you a scouting report on Skyline Chili.
Yes, sir.
It's the best chili I've ever had. And
Listen to that. Wow.
There's an
Okay.
opposite end of the spectrum to this for some people, Steve.
I know. I'm 68 and I have a large appetite, but it's not real chunky with big chunks of ground beef. It's more like a meat sauce, and you can get spaghetti or beans. And it says right on the menu, genuine Wisconsin cheddar cheese.
Okay, so at least you get that. All right.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about it. I've never tried it.
Anyway, if I come back here again, I don't know, I will, but I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm kind of a chili connoisseur. I mean, I'm not good at many things, but I'm good at eating.
Well, I don't know where it's going to rank, Tommy, with my chili, but I have award-winning chili that I make.
Yeah, didn't you get third one year, though?
I've got 2 first, a third, and a fifth,
Oh,
and I'll
yeah.
contest the
Yeah.
third
that's pretty
all day
good.
long. All day long, I'll contest that third, because right before you tried the chili, the judges tried the chili in the same order. They just went down the line. And the chili right before mine was this flaming hot chili from hell. So by the time they got to mine, your taste buds were shot. So I filed a complaint.
A protest. Tim's playing this one under protest.
That's right. All right. Well, Steve, thanks for checking in. Did you enjoy any of the $3 beers if you partake?
No, I didn't do that, but I definitely I had a $2 hot dog, which is very good.
Okay.
And it was just a good time with my wife and my best friend, and it's just
Awesome.
a great vacation.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for the update. Hopefully we get to talk again.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
All right.
Steve.
There's Steve.
Let's keep it going here. We got Doug. You're up next. What's going on, Doug?
My mom was very proud of it.
Hello?
Hey, Doug.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What up?
What is up?
You called us, Doug.
Well, I did call you. Good game tonight. Good couple games.
Yes.
Yes. Can you,
So-
we go way back.
We do?
We do.
Okay. Very good.
young
What
Doug-
do you can
young
I
Doug.
ask you what are you up to tonight? What you just watched the game tonight or listened to it?
We watched the game. A good game. Good win by the Brewers. Back to back. 2 hits. 2 starting pitchers.
Did you have a couple of cocktails?
Well, it's my birthday soon.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Hey,
Look
right
at that.
after
Hey,
mine.
Tommy's
Yeah.
is coming
Wow,
up too.
that's awesome.
Yes.
What were we drinking tonight?
We were drinking
whiskey, I think, and I don't know. It's Wisconsin, so can I say THC drinks?
Now, let me ask you this. Are you a beer drinker?
Tim.
Okay.
Rum and Cokes, Kenosha bars.
Gotcha.
Come on.
Speaking of which, I was at Quick Trip this morning.
Kenosha Bars Quick Trip. Okay, yeah.
Speaking of which, I was at Quick Trip this morning. I was grabbing a few things, and I was approached by a dude that said, "I cannot believe you're standing right here." And I go, "Well, what's the deal? What's up?" And he goes, "I'm listening to your show right now on the podcast." I go,
awesome.
"Get out of here." He showed us his phone. He was listening as he was walking around in Quick Trip this morning. So let that be a reminder. If you miss the show, if you have a little too many cocktails and fall asleep, well, you can listen to the podcast in the morning.
Best Brewers coverage wherever you get your podcast. There is also a Potawatomi Sportsbook post-game show page. Plus, you can watch them all youtube.com/@WI Sports Radio.
Listen to those sales. I mean, just off the top of his head.
That's right. That's what we do. So, Doug, how old are you?
Tim. I'm 50.
Oh, you're only 50. Look at that.
Timmy. WLIP-ish. WIAL-ish.
You used to work there? Yeah.
No, I don't. No. Just happy to hear you guys.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Doug, happy birthday, man.
Yeah, have a great birthday.
Thanks,
Sounds
Doug.
like you're having a great one. 50.
Hell yeah. Let's go, Doug. Nice.
I used to work at both stations he mentioned. He thought I said he worked there. Okay.
All right. Nice.
That was in contention with Beer Count Kenny on a given night. Right there.
I'm gonna go with that was the most mysterious call we've ever gotten. Like that one. I'm not sure.
A hidden motive somewhere in there,
Yeah.
but it never came out.
Like Doug's gonna pop out from behind me at some point during this show. That's,
Hey,
that's
it's
what
my birthday.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm waiting for.
Don't look through that window over there.
Okay, let's go to Tony in Asheville. What's up, Tony?
Hey guys, I'm going to try to make this one a little bit less weird, but first of all, my birthday's in February, so, happy
that's coming
birthday.
up.
That's when
Tommy.
I just got my birthday wish yesterday for my February birthday.
You got to keep that theme going, but I'm just calling with nothing but love. I've been listening to you guys for about the last month, and just starting with the podcast late at night, and now I'm tuning in on YouTube, and Tommy, man, you are a pro. I didn't realize till I actually watched the video, but
he's moving.
I've checked out a lot of podcasts like Wisconsin Sports, which I'm just totally into. And man, you guys are running a tight ship there, and then you let the rest of us fools come on. So I appreciate that. So just calling with some love for Joey. Oh, he really shores it.
I was really feeling you, Tony, until you went there. I was feeling. Now I have to say nice things about Joey Ortiz.
The left side of the defense, he shores it up. We forgot how good he is as a third baseman.
That's right.
And here's the other thing. Free agency, I want us to get a third baseman. Like, why no one talks about Matt Chapman? So that's just an idea to put out there. I'm gonna try to win you back with Logan Henderson because we're looking for consistency and of all those great stable pitchers. And I'll just add one more thing and hear what you guys have to think. But it's almost like we've created a new, more important leverage middle reliever position, like with Chad Patrick and Shane Drowan. I think fits perfectly.
And Ashby.
And Ashby, yeah.
And wait till DL Hall comes back.
We forgot about DL Hall, and it almost goes back to Hader. And I like our closer being Trevor McGill. So
yeah,
that's my thoughts. But mostly, it's just nothing but love. You can't call somebody that plays defense like that Joey Zero. That's just not fair. And I like seeing pipe bomb, but that's just wrong. I'm all positive, all love.
There we go.
You're
All
doing
right.
a great job.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
Tony, thank you, man.
We needed that one after Doug. I was getting
less weird for sure.
It was way less weird. Way less weird. Well, hey, let's get to one more here. Which is probably a mix between love and weird. It's Southside Doobie. What's going on, Doobs?
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. You're having a fun one tonight.
Yeah, no, it's
Happy birthday to Beer Count Doug and to Tommy. Another birthday.
Indeed.
We're gonna like the third caller of every night. We're gonna say happy birthday to from now on. Like that'll be the rule. Every third caller, it's happy birthday.
Remember, we were talking about Kuiper, and it was his birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
true.
It was Dwayne Kuiper's birthday last
That's what
time.
started this whole thing. Yes.
What do you got on tonight, Dubes?
So I had something more serious to say, but Timmy, you kind of played into my hand here. Did you put your hand on top of your head when the chili contest, the person in front of you was hotter than yours, so you didn't win? Did you put your hand on top of your head and challenge it?
Oh, I should have. This was years ago, but I should have. Yeah.
I know. No, so I heard that Sanchez was seen leaving the stadium, touching the top of his hat, challenging a fan's Weber grill. He was saying it was too old and we needed a referee on that. Later on, he ends up at the Quick Trip and challenges the register, says that's a wrong, just keeps putting his hand on top of his head.
Yep. Clint Vondrack was the home plate umpire tonight. He was the home plate umpire in Vegas during that wild one.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, Sanchez is just, and this is for the oldies, all right? I was listening to a radio station and Sanchez called in. He requested the Kings switch into glide, and they played the Cars instead. And he called back and said, I'm challenging that. I got my hand on top of my head. I played the Kings switch into glide. Do you remember? You don't remember the song?
I do. The beat goes on.
The beat goes on.
You bet. 2018, that was the theme song of this show for that season. Yeah.
Right. It kept going. Yeah, the beat went on. No, I was just making a joke. It seems like a dumb commercial where Sanchez just walks around challenging everything.
I tell you what, though, Sanchez is going to come up with some big hits soon and down the stretch. He's starting to dial in a little bit. You watch his at bats are becoming a little bit more methodic. It's coming. Again, it could be this weekend against the Cubs. Hopefully it is.
Right. And I remember watching him with the Yankees, and he was great for them for a little while, but then he kind of did fall off a little bit.
Doobie, let me ask you this. This is going to lead right into what we're going to we got a text to read from Tommy's mother, Tommy Mama. Tommy Mama has talked about good-looking Brewer players. Are you married? You got a wife, kids? What's going on with you, Dubes?
I had some things in the past, but nothing right now.
Okay. Did they talk about any Brewers being good looking? I will tell you this. My mother, back in the 70s, late 70s, she was a huge fan. She was in love with Darryl Porter, who was a Brewers catcher at that time. He went on to play. He was MVP of the World Series in '82 for the Cardinals. And she just thought, oh, he was the best looking guy. Tommy, your mother had a text here.
I'm just looking at this goofball Darryl Porter right now here.
I didn't see it. I know that. I when I looked at him, I was like, Ma, I mean, looks like a normal guy.
He's no Bryce Terang.
My mother, who is only interested in sports whenever I'm talking about it, just for people's reference, here's my take on this year's pitching. Trevor McGill looks like he's Mason Crosby's cousin. DL Hall is the hottest, but only when he has a mustache. There's not a lot of studs in the depth of this starting rotation.
Oh, boy.
I still miss Fernando Vina because I could pay attention to that hot tamale at second base and didn't care if the pitching was good or bad.
Wow.
That's from Mommy Tommy.
A lot of ladies have talked about Sal Frelick the last couple of years being a good-looking dude.
He's got that Sal Brando look.
Okay. Sal Brando.
Because he's got the Marlon Brando Italian kind of look.
Yeah.
So anyway, are we playing well? In the beginning of the year, the reason why we got this lead was base hits and challenging defense. San Fran is not playing well, and I brought it up in the past. Luis Ariz, they're not playing well, and they say they're open for trades.
I wonder if you just tuck him into that leadoff spot, shuffle everybody lower.
He has played, I think I looked it up. Maybe you can help me out, Tommy. Once he did like 70 games at third base.
Luis Ariz recently?
Yeah. No, just over his career. Third base, Luis Ariz.
Would you rather Luis Ariz or they just move Andrew Vaughn to third base?
Defensively, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, Luis Ariz wasn't good at defense until this year. He was not. He was a terrible defender, and then he went over there, and Ron Washington, they said, is like fixed his whole game at second base. He doesn't play third base over there. He has not played third base since 2022 with the Minnesota Twins. It's been on 4 teams since then.
Yeah.
Boy, San Francisco has fallen into the toilet. They're, 15, 16 games under 500.
Yeah, I'm watching them right now, and Chapman, everybody keeps talking about him, but I think he's going to be way too expensive.
It's the money part of it. Yeah, he still has a lot of money on the books.
Anything else you got, Dubes?
Unfortunately, tonight he tried not to, but he gouged the second baseman. It's going to be on replays. You're going to see it with his cleat. He tried not to.
Okay.
The second baseman from the A's, it's Oakland against San Francisco. And the A's guy had his hand in front of the base, and Chapman tried not to. I mean, he really tried not to.
Right.
But he stepped on his hand and gouged him. Anyway, it's going to be horrible when the Athletics go to Vegas. I hope they don't change those uniforms very much. One of the best uniforms in Major League Baseball. I think you said that before, Tim.
Yeah, they're cool. All right, Doobie, thank you. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dubes.
Yep, you got it. Murphy on the way. We'll hear from Brandon Sprout. How about that G2 Insurance run of the game? We'll have that for you as well.
Featuring 2 cheetahs.
Two. Come on. Andrew Vaughn going first to home. I mean, that's something to behold. And really, Bowers, I mean, the ball wasn't even hit that hard.
No, it wasn't.
He ends up with a triple on the deal. So all that and more coming up. Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. There's Tommy Wortz, Tim Allen, a Brewers 2-zip victory. I was just thinking about something during the break there. If Drowan goes out and throws 6 scoreless on 1 hit and strikes out 10 tomorrow, the Brewers are going to win the World Series.
Oh, really? That's all it took?
I mean, that's all it's going to take. That's just the odds of that happening 3 days in a row.
I mean, sounds like tomorrow is game of the year.
Huge game.
Biggest game of the year.
It's cap it off. The road trip and the series, man. Get into that off day, and then you got to go on a gauntlet of games to the All-Star break. Be set up nice, and reach 20 games over. Brandon Sproat tonight, 6 innings of 1 hit ball, no runs. Did not walk a man. He did hit a batter in the foot, and struck out 10. Let's hear from Sproat after the game.
Tonight, is that the plan?
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, that's all the scouting report was. I go do what we did.
Yeah. How did you feel about how you were able to just use everything tonight?
No, really good. It's you take those outings that you're able to use, all your pitches, around the zone. You just take those and run with it. Tonight was really good. Honestly, my favorite thing throughout the whole tonight is no walks. That's my main takeaway from tonight. Super pleased with that. But yeah, I mean, all around, really, another good game. Their side, our side. We were able to string some good ABs together. Scratching and claw for some runs. I mean, JB's triple there was huge. And for Bonnie to score, from first was also huge. And then to add an insurance run, it's the 8th. It's just kind of another cherry on top there. Just keep pushing forward. But yeah, just all around good game. And, for Ash to come in, do his thing, Uribe, McGill, solid.
You talk about following Woo. This whole road trip, it's been quality start after quality start. Are you a believer in the theory of pitching being contagious and the way hitters sometimes talk about it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, your guys have a good outing, one day and say, hey, you can. I mean, it's one of those things. You can be as a pitcher. I think it's, whether it's Miz, Harry, Woo. Hey, what was working, for you today? What did you see, from your perspective? And then you kind of take that over to the next day, when you're starting. But yeah, I mean, anything in this game is contagious, from pitching to hitting, to defense. It's like the saying, when your team scores a couple runs, it's, hey, try to go there and get, 3 outs as quick as possible because, the bats are hot right now. You want to keep it rolling. So.
For you, was there anything you found in the last start early or the start in Vegas that you felt like you were able to carry over tonight?
Just keeping the same process on this whole thing. But I think really the only thing that's I think the only thing that in my opinion has really helped me is Hookie has just really been persistent on just being athletic. I think the word we used the other day was
convicted athleticism.
Yeah, convicted athleticism. And that just allows me to just on the mound, just like, hey, you're athletic, be athletic, and just it allows me to be free. I think the arm just feels like real whippy, through the motions. So I think that's kind of just been my biggest takeaway through these last 3 outings. So.
Do you take anything away from how you were able to maintain the stuff tonight through 6 innings?
Just one of those things, an outing like this, you take it, obviously, you let it soak in. You take the good ones when you can. But you go back and analyze it, watch video, and then try your best, take it to your next outing. Obviously, you can't repeat feelings. So my next outing is not going to be like I want to repeat this feeling. It's, hey, I'm going to stick to my same process, and let it be what it is. Just take it pitch by pitch. So.
The game is over, and it's time to hear from the skipper on the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
I mean, he was dominant. It was great. Best outing of the year, best stuff of the year. Gary did a tremendous job with him. And he could have kept going. His calf tightened up in the fifth, and he probably noticed him grabbing it, but he wanted to stay for the sixth, and then after the sixth, we didn't want to risk it. He could have stayed, but we went ahead and went with our three guys, and things worked out.
But that's sometimes been the case that when he gets to 70, the stuff sort of looks a little different. What did the numbers say tonight?
No, I mean, I think the stuff definitely came down a little bit. His heater velocity came down a little, but I mean, he was 99 early and he was 95 late, but still was effective. Sweeper was better. Cutter was good. Two seam and four seam both good. I threw some great two seamers. I mean, his stuff came down, but it's still at 80 pitches, he was still going strong, and this is his best performance. So that's two in a row.
He's had a lot of signs. Like we've seen the flashes of what he did tonight. What allowed him to do it though for a full outing?
I think he mixed the right way. I think Gary had a great plan with him, and it's a little bit tough to see in this ballpark early, even though it's a very offensive place. So I think that got him off to a better start. Although his stuff was really, really good early. I thought his focus was great. The one time a guy got on base, he kept his focus.
Mark, on this trip, that's 5 consecutive quality starts for the whole group to kind of follow each other and put together that kind of stretch and help you guys win.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real young pitching staff doing that, except for Woody, and I'm proud of him. And the bullpen's been really good too. So, we're very fortunate to have that. We're not on all cylinders. We had opportunities early, second and third, one out, nothing, and we've last 2 days we've had more opportunities to score and have it man on second, nobody, and not getting them over or in. So we had some opportunities tonight to not have to use our quality relievers, but we did. So we'll have to make up for it tomorrow.
You mentioned earlier that it's a little tough to see here early. How much have you seen that come into play these last two games on both sides? There's been a lot of chase and swing.
Yeah, I think you can see it early, and I don't know if it's the time of year or what it is, but the glare in center field makes it difficult the first couple innings. So hitters weren't making excuses. They know they won't say it to me, but I hear it through the grapevine that it's tough to see, and you could see their guys had a tough time last 2 nights too. So it's the way it is. I mean, we have to deal with it.
Because of Joey's experience at third, just this infield alignment that you have right now, how comforting is that?
It's a big play in the last inning. That's a big play. For a guy that just struck out 3 times in a row, and to go out there and still maintain his mental toughness and make that play, which is just a terrific play. Not a lot of guys make it. He's a special defender. Vaughn had an unbelievable game. He didn't have a poor at bat. Terang and Bowers had big hits, and William had a big hit. But Vaughn had four quality at bats. Gary Sanchez did a great job behind the plate. Pratt did a nice job. 2 quality at bats, but Churio got a big hit for us. But Vaughn was the most consistent offensively, and Joey defensively was great. And then the pitching staff took over the game.
Who gave the crew some breathing room? What play was it? It's time for the insurance run of the game. Brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance. On the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tim Allen and Tommy Wortz on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
You just heard from both manager Pat Murphy and Brandon Sproat, and we'll get our reaction on that in just a second here. G2 Insurance run of the game brought to you by G2 Insurance, your friend in insurance. It was a 2-zip victory. I know what you want to play as a RBI
Listen,
triple.
I had Ron and Rome tweet at me during the game when Jake Bauers struck out with the bases loaded. Okay, hey, I am as critical of Jake Bauers. I promise. I demand excellence out of Jake. But Ron didn't tweet me after he did this.
Bauers a high chopper. It's a fair ball headed towards the corner.
Where's the
Vaughn
tweet,
is on
Ron?
the move.
Come on,
Vaughn.
Oh, Bauers looks like he's moving.
The ball gets away. Bauers heads for third base. The Brewers take a 1-0 lead on the triple by Jake Bauers.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, Ron. Where's the tweet now, Ron?
Yep, that from Brewers TV, and that ensured the Brewers would win because they threw a shutout tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not playing sack flies. Those are sad runs. I'd rather they're important runs. Doesn't mean they're any less painful when they happen, especially when that one. Why are there no runs being scored at this stadium right now, Tim?
You just heard Murph talk about the eyesight there, and it's just maybe the time of the year or whatever it is. I don't know. I predict tomorrow will be a high-scoring slugfest.
Well, I'm waiting for it. Betting the over's been rough the last couple of days.
I bet.
Running a business is like a championship run. One bad hit can take you out of the game. G2 Insurance Services specializes in keeping your business and reputation protected. They offer tailored solutions for restaurants, professional liability, and workers' comp. They represent top carriers like Erie to find the best combination of coverage and price. Get the defensive line your business deserves. G2 Insurance Services in Brookfield and online at g2ins.com. Your friend in insurance.
We also heard from Brandon Sproat there, just a mild-mannered, soft-spoken dude.
And blessed.
Truly blessed.
Truly blessed. Brewers Twitter seems to think he looks like the two-fisted slopper. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but that is.
I remember those days at County Stadium. I mean, the two-fisted slopper. Please make your report to the Fan Assistance Center. It was Bob Betts, the announcer, and that was a long-standing thing. That's the first time I've heard that in a couple of years. The two-fisted slopper.
I will admit, I had no idea what it was until last year working here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just a warning that if someone gets unruly, you can report them at the stadium. Yeah. That's what it was. It tends to happen.
The Reds probably wanted to report him today. He was getting sloppy on him.
Yeah. Oh, those days, Bob Betts and Frank Charles, your organist, back at Old County Stadium. That's good stuff. We'll take a break and take a peek at game number 3. Brewers going after the sweep. It's the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios. Wanted to squeeze in this power ranking from USA Today. I made mention of it last hour, Tommy. Brewers find themselves at number 2 behind the Atlanta Braves.
Wow. That seems... When was this?
This was, I grabbed it this morning or last night. Last night, actually. So you're looking at it fresh.
I mean, the Dodgers are the only team with 50 wins. How are they 3?
It says Brandon Woodruff returns after shoulder inflammation. That's the only thing. They give a little snippet on each team. 3, the Dodgers. Then Yankees, Rays, Phillies. At 7, the St. Louis Cardinals. Wow. Guardians at 8. White Sox at 9. Cubs at 10. Now, take a look at this top 10 here.
Jeez, I mean...
When you talk about beating good teams, think about that when you hear this. So you got the Braves. You lost 2 of 3. Okay? You should have won 2 of 3 easily. You should have just better decision-making. A few, just a hit here or there. You win 2 out of 3, but you didn't. So you lost to that number 1 team. But the Dodgers, Yankees, you swept them. The Rays, what'd you do against the Rays? 2 of 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia Phillies,
2 of 3.
2 of 3. The Cardinals, I think you split.
Oh, yeah, you split 2 and 2. Or 1 and 1. The first one.
Yeah.
And then, didn't they play him again since then?
I don't think so.
No,
right?
not since then. They're
We've
gonna
only
have the
seen
5
them
and they're gonna have the 5 and 4 days with them coming up here.
Yeah.
But are the Cubs really the 10th best team?
Then the Guardians were 9th, and you took 2 of 3 there. Then the Cubs at 10. Yeah. Well,
and
the
the
White
Sox were 9, and you swept them.
You swept them, and then the Cubs. Yeah.
Man, the White Sox are kind of fun. And
those kids can play.
They're kind of a fun team, and for them being relevant right now, with how awful that baseball has been over there. Do you know? I was very upset. I don't know if they ever ended up doing it, but the White Sox last year were going to have the coolest promotion of all time, and I don't think I think they pushed it back. And they've never actually done it now. But they had a Comiskey Park replica, like a little small stadium,
Right.
That was a working radio.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. I remember saying I requested off to go to the game. I was like, I'm going to go get that. That is awesome. And I was going to go down there with my brother, who is kind of like a quiet White Sox fan who enjoys them as a second team kind of thing. And then they pushed it back, and I don't know if they've done it since.
That is kind of cool.
But could you imagine a little American Family Field replica, and it was a working AM FM radio?
And it says Wisconsin Sports Radio Network.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, geez, dude. All right.
Well, let's go all in then.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool. And I don't think they've ever done it.
I think my country station for promotion, I think we did a single frequency radio. So it was a radio, but it only got, you could only get that radio station. There was no tuner on it. You couldn't search around. So it had our logo on it, and then it was just I think it was 104.7. And you couldn't change the channel. You just a volume knob, and that's it. That's kind of cool. I wonder if that was from the White Sox radio network, a single frequency.
It was giving away the first 10,000 fans on September 21st. So maybe they did end up doing it. But it was supposed to be in June, and then it got pushed back to September. But I only see like 1 or 2 listed on eBay right now. So maybe people don't want to give it up because it's so
well.
Cool.
And did the Brewers do their Dice Cup? They did their Dice Cup, right?
Did they give away the Dice Cup? I thought that.
I know that's coming up.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I know 2 people going, and both said you're not getting the Dice Cup.
August 8th.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Well, I mean,
they've already determined you're not getting the Dice Cup.
Why would you get it?
Well, one's the gal that cuts my hair. She's not a Brewer fan. She goes to drink and get all crazy.
Do you know what the origins of dice are? It's just to drink and get crazy. I mean, literally what it is.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all dice is.
Yes.
Let me have it. I will pay triple if I have a chance to not pay.
I do love the I think I should wear it at our next broadcast. The AL championship ring that the Brewers did.
I mean, nothing's going to beat the cribbage board. I had to sell out to go to the cribbage board. I used one of my days off last year to go to the cribbage board.
To get the cribbage board.
I have now also, I just found in my car a Christmas gift or a birthday gift I got from someone that was a cribbage board. It's in the shape of the number 29 because it's the largest hand you can have in cribbage. I have my Brewers cribbage board, and the girlfriend just brought me back a polar bear shaped cribbage board from Alaska.
Do you play a lot of cribbage?
Oh, dude, I will play cribbage whenever. If someone's like, you want to play cribbage? Like, I want to play Vinny and Jeff. That's how bad I want to play cribbage. They're always like talking about it. And,
Right.
Oh, we have a series going on. I'm like, please let me play cribbage against Vinny and Jeff. That would be awesome.
The euchre, I forget what it was, but the euchre get up, get out of here, gone. I think there was a pre-recorded thing in there.
Oh yeah, on the bobblehead that was with him.
That was the Braun one. Was there a Braun one?
Didn't he have like a speaking Harry Doyle one? Was that with Cleveland though? Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, but there was like a speaking euchre one as well. That's awesome.
There's
Of course,
been some great promotions for the Brewers. But that one ranks, that ring ranks up there for
okay,
me.
let's pencil it in for August 8th. Best promotions ever at a Brewer game.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do that. Because
baseball card promotion was huge for me.
Do they
Oh
even
my
do
God,
that
was-
anymore?
The baseball cards?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. This one was a series. So you had 4 different dates. There was 4 different books. So these cards were perforated into books. So if you wanted to, rip them apart, that's fine. Stack them all up. But there were 4 books that you would get. And by the time you got the 4th book, it was every Brewer to ever play in a Brewer's uniform.
Ooh, yeah, that's awesome. So working in the Northwoods League for 3 years, with 2 different teams, both of them, I believe, on the last home game of the year, it was always fan appreciation on the last home game of the year. And both of them gave away, any guy who played on the team that year got a baseball card, and they gave away the full set to the fans.
Oh, sweet.
I mean, why not? That would be so awesome. Make some cheap cards. They don't have to be worth anything. But just like, imagine if you got every Brewer from that season on a card.
I would love it.
That would be awesome.
And I used to collect the team sets.
Yeah.
Every year.
That's Brewers. So let me know if you need ideas.
Yep. We're here for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. As the Brewers get a 2-zip victory, they go after the sweep tomorrow. It's game 3 in this 3-game series. Final game of this road trip. They can come out 4-2 with a victory. It is another 6:10 first pitch, and you've got the leadoff show.
Yeah, 5 o'clock, 1 hour before first pitch, getting you ready for game 3. If I can find a broom, I'll bring one.
Yeah, and I'll have one ready. Shane Drowan?
The throwing.
How about 6 innings of 1 hit, no run ball, and 10 strikeouts?
80 pitches.
Yes.
It was 80 pitches for Sproat, 79 for Woody.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize
it was
that.
down to that close. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Plus Andrew Fisher homered today, in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah, just so you know, if you're looking for a third baseman, that's where you can find one. All right, we'll see you tomorrow after the game. It's the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show. We'll be here in the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network studios as the Brewers try to get to 20 games over 500, get into the off day, and get back home to face the Cubs in a 3-game series. Offense, the name of the game tomorrow. You're going to have to put up runs because that bullpen, they're going to have to figure something out. We'll see. For Tommy Wortz, my name is Tim Allen. Have a great night. And remember, as always, smile, Wisconsin. Bob Uecker is smiling back.
Just smile.